О, аллилуйя, бля. Кстати, я как обычно забыл анонсы. Тихо. Так, на страницу. Продолжаем великую охоту. Так, надо сразу пониже. Так. Ну, вроде я на таком звуке играл вчера. Пацаны, убейте его. Аллилуйя. Ай-яй-яй. А, я мог просто их пробежать и все. Ладно.
So this is where she lives. What a splendid house.
Так, звук есть, все.
Dr. Reed, welcome. How are you?
As good as one can be, considering the circumstances.
А почему?
Yes.
У нее нормальные
Death and
глаза.
affliction seem prevailing themes of late. Please, come in. We have much to discuss.
I hope I haven't disturbed you.
Not at all. Actually, I was counting on you visiting me tonight.
How strange, this painting. Beautiful, melancholic, yet with a haunting dignity.
Indeed. A long time ago, a friend asked me to paint this for him. But I kept it in the end.
I did not know you were a painter, my lady.
There are many things you do not know about me, young Ekon.
Не выебывайся.
Please, call me Jonathan.
Please excuse my behavior, Jonathan. I tend to tease my friends when uneasy.
What is bothering you, my lady? Your letter was quite alarming.
We will talk about this in a few minutes. For now, I would like you to tell me about yourself. How have you been since we last met, my friend?
I think I should ask the questions, your ladyship. After all, it was you who invited me to settle this most urgent of matters.
Fair enough, Jonathan. The situation is critical. We do not have the luxury for etiquette.
Please do not misunderstand me. I would be delighted to discuss mundane matters and idle trivialities.
If we survive the dark nights to come, we shall have all the time in the world to speak, you and I. For now, please follow me, Jonathan.
Пойдем, рыжуля.
I must say, your house is exquisite.
One of the advantages of living forever is having the time to be selective with one's furnishings. I took the liberty of having tea served.
You can still drink tea.
Can't keep it down, but I do so enjoy the aroma. Let us toast to make-believe. And of course to your health, Jonathan.
Почему он выглядит как уёбок, а она как человек? Как это работает?
Please, call me Elizabeth.
So, my lady, why truly did you invite
Я
me?
тут.
I've been asked to deliver an official invitation to meet the Ascalon Club.
Should I trust them?
Of course not. Do not misunderstand me. They can be very useful, but I believe their
Поверьте
long-term
меня
goals
правильно.
differ from yours.
Зачем встречаться с ними?
Because nothing truly important can be achieved in this city without their consent. They could be powerful allies in this current situation.
Should I lie to them?
We all lie, Jonathan. It falls to you to choose your behavior. The most important rule is to show them due respect.
Why use you to contact me?
Because they know we are close. The Ascalon Club has many spies. Their main occupation is gathering information and then deciding how to use it.
Have they threatened you in any way?
Not at all. Their message surprised me at first, but it is only logical considering the critical situation in London.
Why not ask for your help? Since you are obviously a powerful and influential immortal yourself.
You have to understand that I am invisible to the eyes of Ascalon, for I am a woman. That suits me well, as long as they leave me alone.
Who are they? Really?
They are the embodiment of vampire law in Britain. Some say they influence the destiny of the Empire. Some believe they merely protect it.
How many are they?
Only a small number of powerful and deceitful immortals. All of them entangled
Она
in a
так-
sticky web of shadow cabinets.
Она так о них
influence and
пренебрежительно говорит.
Will they fight the guard of Creep?
I doubt it. Fergal was Lord Redgrave's executioner forever and a day. By defeating that beast, you deprived them of a powerful weapon.
Я проебал, мы лишили их
They
чего?
have done nothing but impede my investigations since I became known to them. Why would they want to see me now?
I guess they now see you as Ascalon material. They must have found out what happened to your sister. Proof of the potent blood flowing through your veins.
I'm not sure I can accept their invitation. I have seen their handiwork. How Fergal the Beast imposed the club's law.
You have no choice, Jonathan. Even I would not openly defy Lord Redgrave, the chairman of the Ascalon Club.
How powerful is his reach?
The Ascalon Club may be the most influential secret society in England. Not all its members are immortals, but they are all very powerful.
They are not all immortals. How is that?
The club is mainly comprised of political figures who seek the safety and expansion of the Empire. The most loyal are awarded immortality.
Any familiar or famous names?
As the richest, most relentless British tycoon, Aloysius Dawson is considered ideal Ascalon material and has been watched for years.
What can you tell me about Lord Redgrave? Who is he?
Lord Redgrave is the founder and chairman of the Ascalon Club. Most people know him as the Earl of Bristol. He is rich and extremely influential.
Have you met him?
Only on rare occasions, for he never goes outside the club. And women are not awarded membership, even immortals.
Full sexism.
How long has he been a vampire?
Lord Redgrave claims to be the progeny of William Marshall, the most valiant knight who
Естественно,
ever lived.
доказательств нет.
If that is true, he could be very old.
If you are convinced I must meet him, I will heed your advice.
Thank you, Jonathan.
Какой же у тебя
I
горбатый нос,
understand your
скотина ты.
reluctance to brush shoulders with London's vampire elite, but we have no choice.
Is the situation that critical?
Yes. The Guard of Prewen has called for a second great hunt of our kind, and they will stop at nothing to eliminate us.
What is a great hunt?
The first great hunt
Первую 75 лет назад, всего за несколько ночей, стражи
In just a few nights, the Guard of Prewen
нашли и уничтожили большинство древних вампиров в Британии.
Why start a second one?
Prewen has always seen us immortals as a threat to mankind. My guess is they suspect one or more of us as the cause of the epidemic.
How did you survive the first hunt?
I fled, Jonathan. Like most vampires who survived
прошу
that
прощения.
slaughter. And I secretly came back when I was sure they had lost my trail.
Will the Guard of Prewen and the Ascalon Club fight each other?
I
Но
doubt
это
it.
бессмысленно.
If Prewen really launched a great hunt, I think most of the Ekons I know would flee the country to escape the bloodbath.
I think I saw them kill an Ekon on the way to your house. They seem to have a list with names.
To launch another great hunt, they must have collected intelligence on vampire identities and whereabouts.
Печалька.
They are a resourceful lot.
Should we fight back? I will not be hunted down like an animal again.
I admire your courage, Jonathan. But the best way to fight them is to put an end to the epidemic. This is the only way to clear the air.
You should flee then. Leave London, the country even. I have seen the Guard in action. They are merciless.
Your concern warms my heart, Jonathan. But fear not. If the situation gets too dangerous, I shall retreat to my secret Scottish manor. I could hide you in my luggage, if you wish.
Thank you for the offer. I shall keep it in mind, but I have
Я
much to do here.
все понимаю, мать.
There is a question I must ask you. Could Lord Redgrave be my maker?
I doubt it. If Lord Redgrave had made you his progeny, he would not have seemed so surprised when you demonstrated the strength of your lineage.
Will I ever discover the identity of my maker?
Maybe not.
Может да, может нет.
We know for sure you were made by a powerful vampire, but most of those fled England long ago.
Please forgive my bluntness, but I have to ask. Was it you? Did you make me?
Oh, Jonathan. I know you should always have a gnawing doubt about who made you an immortal. But I swear, I had nothing to do with it.
Клянешься.
You have
Чем?
no idea at all. You seem to know so many things about the secrets of the vampire.
Да почему у него? Чё с
Even if I
глазами
had
у
my
него? Почему он не может ходить как
I would
человек,
not dare
блядь?
give you a name so soon. All I can say is this. I will make inquiries and keep you informed.
What is the plan?
The plan is we both try to save this city, you and I. Go to Ascalon, accept their proposition, and use their influence to promote your agenda.
How can I save London?
Как
The
я спасу
epidemic is the
Лондон?
priority. You must find its origin and put an end to it. This is the best way to solve the crisis.
What will you do?
I still have contacts and old friends in this town. I shall make some inquiries and attempt to learn more of the situation. We need clarity.
One day soon, I will have to find the answer to this mystery.
And I shall help you in your research, I promise. For now, you must go to the Ascalon Club and play their game.
Will I see you again at the Pembroke Hospital?
No, you will find me here if you need me. I shall conduct inquiries alone, and we can then share our discoveries.
I want to thank you for all your support and your help, my lady.
Could you do me a last great favor and call me Elizabeth?
I should be honored, my lady.
Then it is settled. Finally, some good news in these dark hours.
А мать ко мне подкатывает.
I appreciate the advice.
Ну ты посмотри на него, красавец.
Prepare myself to meet this
У
Lord
него
Wednesday.
охуенное пальто.
How thrilling to meet the Earl of Bristol in the flesh, so to speak.
Something tells me you're not very keen on the man.
Don't get me wrong. The gentlemen of the Ascalon Club are honorable, but their attitude and opinions are somewhat antiquated.
I see.
As long as they deny access to female applicants, I will leave them to their antediluvian considerations as to the natural order of things. Jonathan, promise me you'll be careful.
Of course. But why the fear in your voice?
Look at me, Jonathan.
I am.
I mean, really look at me, young Ekon. We may be deceptive by nature, but this heart of mine has always told the truth.
Elizabeth.
Go, my friend. But come back to me soon.
Не друг. Уже не друг. Так и до ваших вот этих вот пошлостей и сексов недалеко. А мы такое не приемлем с женщиной. Фу. И куда мне?
So, time to visit the Ascalon Club.
Ля какая. Ля. Еба. Можно сесть? Хуй залезешь, да? И хуй откроешь.
It's
Охуенно.
locked.
Я так понимаю, где-то здесь уебище? Или это у нее типа? Текстурные войны. Не-не-не, пацаны. Идите нахер. Я просто мимо проходил. Какая же ебань там творится.
That was the vampire I saw earlier. This war takes no prisoners.
Ты помнишь его? А откуда ты его помнишь?
The West End. Never have I felt so sad to be back home.
Сука. Ебать, 20. Ой, мать, иди нахуй. Что с камерой? Ох, блядь. Нихуя. Чего вы на меня нападаете? Я ведь тоже икон. Какого хуя? Иди нахуй, сосун. Ебать, поел, братан. А реально, какого хрена? Типа... Где логика? Нахера они нападают на меня? Я вот этого не понимаю. Типа, зачем? Ты же видишь, что я тоже вампир. Нахуя? Ой, отстань. А вы, может, там между собой начнете драться? Какого хера вы все на меня нападаете-то, алло? Ну, типа, вот опять. Ты просто недокачанный, и все, и пиздец. А я ведь, по идее, могу мимо пройти. Да какой нахуй 29? Отъебись от... Ебать, она 29 уровня. Все, идите нахуй. До свидания. Сори, брат. Ага.
The Ascalon Club, the heart of British vampire society. Not quite as
Есть
subtle
люди,
as
за
that.
которых можно доебаться и поесть. Здорово.
Good evening, miss.
Oh my god, no. Please, Mr. Vampire, don't kill me.
Ля, кто-то
Please,
понял
no.
сразу же.
I'm too young to die. I still have so much to offer this world.
Wait, no. Why do you think I would... What?
Don't worry, Dr. Reed. I know you wouldn't harm me.
Mama
told me
сказала.
you were in this part of town and might drop by.
Your mother?
My name is
Mama?
Charlotte, sir. Charlotte Ashbury. My mother taught me long ago how to recognize the signs that betray a vampire.
I understand she also taught you how to tease and gently mock innocent young Econs. It's a pleasure to meet you, Miss Charlotte. Tell me about your adoption.
What do you want to know?
Who are your real parents?
Elizabeth Ashbury is my real mother. She raised me and has taken care of me all my life. I have no idea who my progenitors are or were.
Do you live with her?
I still spend a lot of time in my mother's mansion, but I have my own house now. I have a life to live, you see. And one day, I'll have my death to face.
How did you meet Lady Ashbury?
First, I was an orphan in the institution for girls she manages at the West End. When I was 10, she adopted me, and I have lived with her ever since.
Did you know she was a vampire when she picked you?
The correct word is Econ, Doctor. And no, I had no idea why my mother only showed up at night. She told me everything when I turned 16, though I suspected the truth for a long time before that.
What do you think about this part of town?
I was raised here, and I suppose it feels like home. You grew up in this part of town too, did you not?
Yes, I was born a few streets away.
A small world, is it not? Did you ever imagine that my mother was your neighbor all that time? That you could have met her in a dark alley at night?
You won't trick me twice, young lady. We both know Lady Ashbury never hunts or attacks prey at random.
Come on, Doctor. Don't tell me you never thought about that possibility. Have fangs on your neck?
Сучка.
Oh, are you blushing, Doctor?
Is there something that's bothering you?
Too much selfishness and individualism for my taste. Even when there was no epidemic.
Even if that's partly true, may I remind you that many charitable institutions are financed by the selfish and filthy rich.
I suppose you're right. But society must reform and renew itself, or we are all done for.
What are you doing out here?
You mean, what do I do outside at night since I am a woman? Let me ask you a question, sir. Would you ask the same question of a man?
Ой,
Actually,
иди нахуй.
I ask the same question to everyone who dares to go outside at night, considering the risks.
Well, if you must know, I campaign for the right to vote for all women.
Я
Why should I
поздравляю
wait to the
тебя.
age of 30 years when men can vote at 21?
Are you a suffragette then? Oh, you really are Elizabeth's girl. Without a doubt.
All adult women have the right to vote in the US, in New Zealand, and in Australia. But women here can't vote unless they are property owners.
No need to convince me. Miss Charlotte. I have shared your opinion for a long time, even before I met Emmeline Pankhurst.
Really? Oh. Now I see why my mother appreciates you so much. Too bad there aren't more men like you in the vicinity.
Что-то мне подсказывает, что она где-то в сюжетке
How are the
умрет.
locals reacting to your claims?
People here can't wait for a wall to be built to isolate the West End from the rest of town. That's how progressive they are. If this happens, Emily and I will blow it up.
Explosives are very dangerous, young lady. And who is this Emily?
She is my best friend, and a suffragette too. She was supposed to campaign with me tonight,
Ночью.
but hasn't
Охуенно.
turned up.
Have you any reason to be worried about her?
Recently, Emily started to believe in... Well, she got interested in vampires. I'm afraid she might be in trouble.
Let me guess. You spoke to her about us, didn't you? Despite your mother's warning. I think I should try to find your friend.
Oh, that would be top-notch. I can tell you where she might have gone. You have my
Рассказывай.
thanks, Dr. Reed. And please, don't tell my mother.
Блять, вот все дети одинаковые.
What exactly has your mother told you about me?
Your name and profession, obviously, and the mystery about your maker. I'm sorry to hear about what happened to your sister, sir. Mother says it was not your fault.
Does it not scare you to know what I am? What your mother is?
Why should it? My mother is the most compassionate woman. Must I be wary of her, Dr. Reed? Or you?
Perhaps it's wise for a mortal never to totally trust a vampire. Your mother herself told me that we Ekon are creatures of deception. Maybe it's because we seem so alive.
That may be true for a naive girl, but I have the best teacher when it comes to getting rid of an insistent immortal.
Your mother is not like any other vampire I've met.
I believe she thinks the same about you, Dr. Reed.
Do you know why Lady Ashbury chose you to become her daughter?
No, I don't. Each time I ask her that question, she smiles and says it's
За цвет
precisely
кожи?
because I dare to ask such questions.
Do you ever regret that she chose you?
Of course not. Though I often wonder if she adopted others before.
Возможно, у нее были свои.
If so, where are they buried? How is it for them to pass through life with a never-aging mother?
Goodbye, Charlotte. Give my best regards to your mother when you see her.
She's been quite busy these last few nights. I suspect you may see her before.
Дойди до нее днем. Дойди до нее днем, подожди до ночи. 3500, блять, 3500. А ну у меня не хватит. Ля. Братишка, кому ловимся?
Greetings, sir. May I have your attention, please?
Come on, Johnny. Don't you recognize your oldest friend?
Clarence. Clarence Crossley. How are you? My God. So you survived the war too. So sorry I didn't recognize you at first.
I almost didn't recognize you either. War does that to men, I heard. In my case, it was true. For I witnessed the horror that lies under.
Ты-то пережил все ужасы, брат.
When did you escape the war and return to London?
You know what's funny? I almost never think about the war. Not anymore.
Теперь у тебя
I'm involved in another kind of
совсем другая с алкашкой.
What is this new battle?
I saw terrible things during the war. Horrors I thought I'd forget. They're here too. Everything. Vampires.
I know what you mean. I haven't had much time to think about the war either since my return.
Of course. The epidemic, I bet you've been busy as well. Forgive me, Johnny, I didn't want to sound selfish.
How is your wife, Venus?
We've spent so much
Venera.
time away from each other. So many things have happened.
But you're alive. You returned in one piece.
Ля, у него какие-то траблы с женой.
How many soldiers can say the same?
Believe me, it's not quite that simple. Like you, I'm not the man I used to be.
Is everything all right at home? Surely Venus was relieved to see you return from France in one piece.
Have you forgot what people are like in this part of town, Johnny? Venus fears for our family reputation. Now her husband has become the village idiot.
В смысле?
You need some rest, Clarence. You should try to sleep.
Ебать, он тут заходит сюда убивать просто.
Please forgive me for disturbing you. I'm a doctor.
I never judge a man by his title, but by his attitude. And you are not disturbing me at all. I am Calhoun Russell, and I welcome you.
Well, I must admit it's good to receive a warm welcome from us. I'm Jonathan Reed.
Welcome, Dr. Reed. Welcome to my humble shop.
Ай, ни на кого гипноза не хватает. А как? Ля, 2500.
Goodbye, Mr. Russell. I'm sure you'll take care of yourself.
А как попасть вот к матери? Вот к этой? Через дверь? Серьезно? Ебать, а почему я сюда так просто зашел? Почему-то у меня такое чувство, что я получу пизды.
Good evening, Nathan.
Mr. Jonathan, I can't believe my own eyes. Oh, it's a miracle.
А, так это мой дом! Ебать, а я-то думал.
Sir, your poor sister. What a tragedy.
I know, Avery. I know about my sister's murder.
Miss Reed expected you to return to assist with the funeral, right up until the last minute. Where have you been, Mr. Jonathan? We needed you here.
How is my mother?
Not well, I'm afraid, sir. Miss Reed is very fragile since the police brought her back home.
The police? What happened?
Miss Reed was found walking in the streets. She kept saying she had spoken with her son and daughter. She's resting now.
Has she received appropriate medical care?
I'm taking care of Miss Reed myself. Hospitals are so overwhelmed by the epidemic that they can only accept patients infected by influenza.
Perhaps we could arrange a short trip. Somewhere sunny, like France. She has always been very fond of France. I think leaving London could do her good.
I'm afraid Miss Reed is too frail for the moment. Recently, she started going out at night without remembering it. I have to watch her carefully.
What is the situation in this part of town?
For a time, the West End seemed spared by the epidemic. But the situation is getting much worse.
Have you no relatives anywhere? I'll understand if you want to take a few days to see family.
Your father managed to guarantee my earnings as long as I take care of this house, sir. My sisters are dead, and I've never met my nephews. I'll stay, sir.
Бля, Альфред.
I'm sorry I could not be here for Mary's funeral.
Your mother was strong, sir, but your support would have been appreciated. Apart from the priest and I, no one else attended your sister's funeral.
To be present at the funeral with you both was my dearest wish, Avery. But I'm sorry, I simply could not attend.
I would not dare to question your absence, Mr. Jonathan. All I can say is that we missed you a great deal during these difficult days.
Tell me the truth, Avery. Do you feel forced to stay here? Would you leave this house without the arrangement made by my father?
No, sir. I have nowhere else to go. And I promised your father I'd take care of his
Блять,
family
Альфред
as
хорош.
long as I live.
This house is dead, Avery. There is a curse on this family. You really should consider leaving.
If only you could have been here sooner or more often. Maybe this house would not be that empty.
Справедливо.
You're here now, sir, so my task is not over.
You have served this family extremely well, Avery. Your support during these terrible times is much appreciated.
Then I will stay. All I ask is that you take care of my own funeral if I die before the end of the epidemic. No mass grave, please, sir.
You really think I don't take enough care of my mother, Avery?
Yes, I do, Mr. Jonathan.
You clearly
Ты
have
не
something more
заботишься.
to say. Speak your mind.
I know you work hard to help the sick, but what will you do once the epidemic is over?
My home is here, and I have nowhere else to go. But this house will need some improvements if I move here. Some radical changes.
That's good news. Whatever changes you have in mind, I'm sure we will find an arrangement that suits your mother also.
Так там, по-моему, мама-то уже в это
Over my mother until I
в полукоматозном состоянии.
But please return as soon as possible.
Опыта, ебать. Мама.
Mother, good evening.
Jonathan! Is it you? Where have you been, my prodigal son?
I'm right here, Mother. I'm finally home.
Yes, but this son of mine was dead and is alive again. He was lost and now found. But where is your sister?
А
Where
ну,
is Mary?
у матери кукуха полетела.
She is gone, Mother.
I know she's gone. The question is, when will she return as you have? I miss my grandson so much. It's been days since their last visit.
Why do you say Mary is visiting you, Mother? You know that's impossible.
Why should it be? Are you not standing in front of me right now? Why should it be any different with your sister?
But Mary really is dead, Mother.
Yes. And are you not dead too? Isn't your father dead? And my grandson? And my son-in-law? You're all gone.
Не, у матери конкретно это кукуха полетела.
But I'm not dead, Mother. I'm really here, talking to you, trying not to cry.
Oh, it breaks my heart to have to tell you this. But of course you're dead, my darling boy. Just look at you, as pale as my Mary.
Ну, не сказал бы, что он прям бледен.
Have you returned to Whitechapel Cemetery since Mary's funeral?
I never want to go back to that awful place. Wait. I think I went back once. And you were there too. And Mary? No. That can't be true.
It was just a bad dream, Mother.
A nightmare, yes. Mary was so angry. I walked back home alone. If that kind policeman had not called Avery from the station, I don't know what would have happened.
Tell me, Mother, how are you? All alone in this big house with only Avery to take care of you.
I'm sad most of the time. Sad that you have left me here alone. Sad that you don't tell me when you come or go.
I'm so sorry, Mother. It wasn't supposed to be like this. I was coming home. I was home. London, Thames. And then it happened.
What happened, Johnny?
I lost my way. Somewhere between the boat and the house, my life changed completely.
You should have told me, Johnny. I would have understood. You always were a secretive little boy.
Do you think Avery is right? Do you think I should take better care of you?
I don't blame you, but you abandoned me, son. A mother should not survive her children. It's unbearable to know you're not here anymore.
I wish I could stay here and take care of you. But I'm involved in some terrible things, and I don't want to put you in any danger.
You don't have to apologize to me, Johnny. Do you think I did not notice how much you have changed?
Have I changed that much, Mother? Am I still your son?
You are still, and you'll always be. Despite your pale skin, your bloody eyes, and that echoing sadness in your voice.
Are you working on a new painting?
Not recently. I have trouble focusing on my subject, and my mind quickly drifts. It's the same thing when I try to write poetry.
I recently met a talented painter with an excellent technique. I wish you two could meet. I'm sure you'd like her.
I'd be glad to meet her. What is her name? Is she famous? Is she dead too?
She's not famous, and her name is of no importance. And yes, she's also dead.
The important thing is, I hope you two get along. If she ever fancies meeting your mother, I'd be glad to welcome her into my home.
Ох уж эти мамы.
Try to rest now.
Goodbye, son.
Такая хорошая девочка. Вот это вот все. Карантин. Ой, нахер. Опиум. Опиум. И у этот тоже урод.
In front of the Ascalon Club, I presume.
The Ascalon Club only summons or ostracizes. What is your business tonight?
I received an invitation. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed.
Ля, улыбнулся, открыв дверь.
Welcome to the Ascalon.
Какой же ты урод.
Dr. Reed. Please proceed. Lord Redgrave is waiting on you upstairs.
Ля, сколько трупаков, вы чё?
There has been quite a battle here. I'm sure the Ascalon Club has the money to replace the furniture.
Ебать там чертей. Хуй ты мне киваешь? Ты хоть знаешь, кто я, ебать? Ля стоит.
My good friends, if I may have your attention. Behold our visitor, the good Dr. Reed. Newborn of blood so pure and strong that even my friend Fergal Bansher was no match for him.
Here, here, here.
Come forward, young Ekon, for we have so much to discuss. Welcome to the Ascalon Club, Dr. Reed. I am Lord Redgrave, Earl of Bristol and chairman of this exclusive association.
Lord Redgrave.
А почему они все уроды, кроме
And as we
Эшбери?
meet, I've been eager to make your acquaintance. I've heard some astounding things about you. Please accept my condolences for your loss, Dr. Reed.
Thank you, my lord. Lady Ashbury expressed your wish to meet me.
Yes, the lady has always been a useful acquaintance, though not always reliable. Is she a good friend of yours?
She has proved to be helpful on many occasions.
The centuries have taught me never to trust a woman completely, especially if she is a mortal. Too prone to emotions, if you ask me. Too fickle when it comes to important decisions.
My lord, do not expect me to speak ill of Lady Ashbury.
Of course not, and I praise your loyalty. Would you offer the same fidelity to the Empire?
What do you mean?
I speak of the Skull Plague that threatens London and the country. You have been on the front line in the East End. Time has come to open up a second front here.
The epidemic has escaped the quarantine. You have new cases of the outbreak.
We don't know for certain, but we cannot allow the disease to threaten the prominent heads of Great Britain.
Ну, почему сейчас? Ладно, почему я?
Why do you suddenly need me?
The Ascalon Club only recruits the best, and you definitely fit the bill. Your scientific and medical reputation alone would qualify you as a candidate.
You want me to find possible sources of the outbreak in the West End. Is that it?
Ah, straight to the point, like all eager newborns. We shall have time to talk about all this, Dr. Reed. But first, I should
Мне бы хотелось сожрать кого-нибудь, чтобы прокачаться.
Is that the only reason you asked me?
Well, no. I also wanted to meet the intriguing Ekon, who made such a powerful progeny of his sister. You have not learned the name of your maker, am I correct?
How dare you speak so flippantly of my family?
Have no embarrassment, Dr. Reed. We all make mistakes. But whatever your lineage, you are definitely Ascalon material.
What do you mean?
I would like you to become a member of the Ascalon Club, and to serve me as such.
Before I accept, I have so many questions.
Please ask.
What is the Ascalon Club's express purpose?
We follow the credo of William Marshall, the greatest knight who ever lived. As was he, we are sworn to protect the British Empire.
What does Ascalon mean?
Ascalon was the lance wielded by St. George, glorious patron saint of England when he slew the dragon. And like that lance, we pierce the hearts of all our nation's enemies.
Символизм. И бабушкин ковер на стене.
Not exactly. William Marshall granted me immortality, and I founded the club a few years later. The good knight has been gone for so long.
What does it mean to be a member of the Ascalon Club?
It means that you swear to protect the interests of the crown, that you become a loyal servant of the British Empire.
Do you have any official recognition from the government? A charter from His Majesty the King?
No. Of course, the Ascalon Club publicly supports the Empire, but the true nature of its members remains a secret.
Am I supposed to follow orders?
As founder and chairman of the club, I alone am entitled to make demands of our members. And I do appreciate obedience.
Мне это уже не нравится.
I killed Fergal, who claimed to be one of yours. Sent to cleanse the East End of all skulls. Will his death be an issue?
Do not worry. My priorities have changed. Fergal was a zealous servant of mine, but like any servant, he had his limitations and is readily replaced if necessary.
А тут выбор без выбора.
This is good news indeed in these crucial times. Let's inform the assembly formally and
Чего
receive
вы
your
все,
initiation.
блядь?
My initiation?
Fear not, nothing fancy nor dangerous. It is just that we, the members of Ascalon, believe that tradition and custom are the backbone of this country.
Почему только леди Эшбери выглядит нормальной, а все остальные вампиры уроды?
Dear friends, please gather and welcome this Ekon as one of our own.
Is he worthy? Is his blood pure?
Well, speak, Dr. Reed, in front of the most sacred blood. The blood of our beloved William Marshall. Speak now. Will you serve and protect the crown as he did?
Yes, I will.
Then, young Ekon, it is time to testify with your blood.
Каким
It is
образом ты
time to
отсосешь
sign
мне?
the Book of Allegiance.
Кровью.
I know it's awfully gothic and a tad pedantic, but England's traditions are the backbone of our nation.
Нет. Ну ладно. Снимите советский ковер, пожалуйста, со стены. Ля, сука, слезал.
Welcome to the Ascalon Club, Dr. Lee. Take your place among the bearers of the lance.
One of us! One of us!
Чё у меня такое чувство, что мне придется по сюжетке убить их всех и, сука, каждого.
That went well, did it not? It is always useful to bolster the troops' morale, especially before a difficult battle.
You have the makings of a general.
I was, though very long ago, well, not quite a general, but a proud defender of the crown.
So why did you really want to meet me?
Straight to the point again, young Ekon. All right, let's talk, you and I. Now,
С глазу на рот.
according to my spies, you have worked with Dr. Edgar Swansea on the epidemic, and your findings were quite alarming.
You were spying on me.
Not personally. I rarely leave this building. But once he found you, Fergal kept me informed. Until you put an end to his mission.
Who was Fergal? I don't see him sipping tea with the others in the club.
Fergal Banshire was my squire of sorts. Even before becoming that magnificent beast, he was a brute. He served me well for decades.
No, I mean, what was he? He was clearly no ordinary vampire.
No, he was a Volcod, all muscles and instinct. Quite the rare breed, ferociously territorial. Mortals often mistake him for werewolves.
You do know I killed him.
Yes,
Will you bear ill will towards me for his death?
of course not. Your victory was quite impressive and courageous. You earned my respect.
Согласен, это было красиво и храбро.
Not personally, but I've been told he has some sort of immortal fetish and is a good friend of yours.
Does it bother you that I consider him my good friend?
As long as you reveal nothing of the club's inner workings, why should I forbid you engaging in conversation with the good Dr. Swansea.
Yes, I'm convinced the recent invasion of frenzied scowls in London is directly linked to the epidemic. This is not the Spanish flu, but something else.
I would be glad to hear more of your discoveries, Dr. Reed, but for now, my main concern is the security of London's inhabitants, both mortal and immortal.
What do you mean?
Alarmed by the epidemic, the Guard of Prewen has started a war against us British vampires. To appease the situation, we must eradicate the Scowls.
I have met peaceful and wise Scowls. To exterminate them means we are no better than vampire hunters.
Scowls are hideous, shameful creatures that give all Ekon a bad name.
So, what do you want me to do?
I want you to investigate the city thoroughly. I have reason to fear there are cases of contagion in this part of town. Our absolute priority is to find and cleanse them.
And how would you like me to proceed?
By all means necessary, Dr. Reed. You are now a member of the Ascalon Club and you have carte blanche. Interrogate the locals, follow all the leads you find, and get results.
Some poor vampire feeding himself, it seems.
Welcome to the Ascalon.
I think Lord Redgrave just suggested I was sired by an ancient vampire. Good evening, miss. Can I help you? I'm a doctor. Dr. Jonathan Reed.
I am Karina Billow. I don't need any doctor. The rats. Where are the rats?
Miss, you don't seem well at all. Are you afraid of rats? Has one bitten you?
No, it's me who bites them. Tasty, juicy,
Мать.
disgusting rats. I can't stop eating them. Help me, please. Help me to disobey the voice.
I'm investigating the source of the epidemic in this district.
То есть они волнуют, что она жрет крыс.
Infection. Infection. The rats carry it, I heard. Rats. 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 Many rats around that big house. Funny smell too. Dead flesh.
And where is this house?
West of the park. Not very far. A big house with no sound, no light, no life left.
Tell me about yourself, Miss Billow. What do you do for a living?
Oh, I'm hungry. Need to eat. Have you got something for me? Blood, perhaps? Can you give me blood, Dr. Reed?
Don't you remember who you are, miss? What you did for work?
I was strong, proud. I campaigned for good causes. But that was before. Before. It does not matter anymore. I'm so hungry.
What happened to you?
The rats. The answer hides in their little crunchy bones. Their juicy, tiny brains.
Miss Billow, please, try to concentrate. Why do you worry about rats so much?
The voice in my head. He forces me to do so. Drink their blood, he said. Eat their flesh.
Do you feel compelled to obey that voice, Miss Miller? Even if you're loath to submit to it?
Yes. Please. Help.
Tell me about the voice in your head. Who is it? Can you describe it? Is it someone you know? Someone you met?
Keep your mouth shut, he said. Don't ever speak about me or I'll abandon you. Help me, please, Doctor.
What is the local news hereabouts, Miss Miller?
Shadows. Shadows hunting shadows. Whispers in the dark. Pestilence. Suffering. Death.
I must go.
Ай, зачем?
Goodbye, Miss Miller.
Нет, стой.
Tasty rats. Those clever rodents are cautious now. They won't approach.
Но она станет скалем.
I must go now. Goodbye, Miss Miller.
Стой.
Tasty rats. Those clever rodents are cautious now. They won't approach.
А я не могу с ней теперь поговорить. О, вот, могу, все.
Tasty rats. Those clever rodents are cautious now. They won't approach.
Я прям уверен, что она станет скалем.
Thank you for releasing me. I can finally say the name of my torturer. It's Jacob Blackwood.
Угу. Прекрасно.
Why are vampire hunters sniffing around here? I need to find out what they're after.
А я с ними поговорю или они со мной начнут пиздиться? Мне кажется, они начнут со мной пиздиться. Ну и как я понимаю, мне по-любому через них придется идти, да? Что? Я фульный был, сука! Я фульный был! Алло! Какого хрена? Охуеть! Заебись. Да я нажал, блядь. Да иди нахуй. Разота. Пиздец. ХП нет вообще. Нахуй идешь. Охуительно. А чё мне с ними делать? Они, блядь, на 11 левелов больше меня. Я что с этим сделаю? Как, блядь, прокачаться? Без этого. Как? А тут есть где-то рядом убежище? В доме, кстати. интересует еще, могу я качнуть меч? Лейбля. На эту херню улучшить можно? Да, кто-нибудь на помощь. Блин, 2000. 2000, сука. Давай так попробуем, я хрен знает. Не очень стабильная. Да пиздец, 19 уровень. Там бегают все равно на 10 уровней больше меня черти. Как нахуй? Сколько мне надо жрать людей за ночь, чтобы... Ну, это пиздец. Сколько мне надо было изначально жрать людей? Слушай, может... Не туда бегу. С тобой появились.
And good evening to you, Dr. Reed.
I'm investigating the source of the epidemic in this district. Have you noticed anything unusual recently?
A few days ago, I spotted a strange house while campaigning for women's suffrage. Awful smell. No answer when I knocked.
Where is it?
It's the Mullaneys, a nice family who live in a big house near the park in the eastern part of this neighborhood.
Goodbye, Charlotte. Give my best regards to your mother when you see her.
She's been quite busy these last few nights. I suspect you may see her before me.
Тут из горожан остались-то. Ля, куда алкаш съебнул? Да охуеть. Надо было тупо в ХП, короче, вкачиваться и все. Блять. А мне даже не обязательно к этим чертям идти. Да хуй там, все равно надо к этим, блять, пиздовать. К этим двум, потом к тем трем. Да. Ёб твою мать, Ирина. Ближе, сука. неплохо это работает, хуйня. Куда ты, ёб твою мать? Закрой светилку. Бля, он сейчас так и будет светить, потому что забагал. Баги наши все.
This woman's body has multiple lacerations. They're deep, too. Whoever did this was driven by rage.
Какой-то ёбнутый скаль, я правильно понимаю?
He had his tongue removed and his eyes gouged out. He was a victim of brutal torture.
Сейчас будет скример 100%, блядь. Говорю же. Фу, какая-то мерзкая.
You killed your family.
Ля. Ой, фу, блядь. Нихуя у тебя жир. А, ну, на скаль. Самый натуральный. Что? А, ясно. Хилиться-то забыл. Гений. Почему у меня такое чувство, что я тут умираю чаще, чем в каком-нибудь Dark Souls и Elden Ring? Да ну нет. Фу, блять, я уже подумал заново все проходить. Ах. Ну типа, в смысле, чертей этих заново гвалить. Вот какой шкафчик я не обобрал. Кстати, на нее, по-моему, действует тень. А я не могу два использовать, да? Жаль. Все хорошо. Ебать ты, фу нахуй. А, ну не только, ее и кровавый урон берет. Но почему 69? Почему так мало? Иди нахуй, фу. Мразь. Ля наблевала, скотина. Мразь какая, фу нахуй. Опять вляпался в это дерьмо. Ну и мразь же ты. Да ебать ты заеб... Какой же ты блювантин ебаный, я не могу. Да почему 69-то? Ой, фу-фу-фу. Мразь. Нет, похилься. Еще похилься. Еще похилься. Да заебало. Нет, блядь. Почему с блевантинами надо, блядь... Да сука, положи по мне. Разота. С блевантинами надо сражаться в замкнутых пространствах. Объясните мне.
I've never seen such a radical mutation. Could it be a
Бля,
new
пиздец,
stage
нет.
in the disease's evolution?
С нее там ничего не выпало, как я понимаю, да? Да. Сообщаю, что ты принята в мою театральную школу. Сценка, которую ты сыграл на прошлой неделе, убедила меня в том, что у тебя есть все задатки настоящей актрисы, достоинство и смелость. Я буду лично тренировать и учить тебя. Я приглашаю тебя пожить в школе на время этих протяженных занятий. Убеждена, что потенциал моих учеников раскрывается только в результате полного погружения. Поэтому, пожалуйста, не забудь взять лишь промарку и все необходимое для того, чтобы провести неделю в моей школе. С уважением, Дорис Флетчер.
This girl took lessons at the famous Doris Fletcher acting school.
Ну, допустим, здесь я разобрался. Блять. Ну давай. Ой-ой-ой. А когда ты похиляться успел, мразотина? Сука. Паскуда, тварь. Мне так хреново его видно, если честно. Ой-ой-ой, хп-то у меня маловато. Мало хп. Надо было похилиться сначала. Блядь, как ты? Держи. Какой же пиздец. Серьезно? Так, а я чё, тут недавно прибежал?
Good evening, Dr. Reed. A great night.
Да,
huh?
дивный, пиздец.
I'm investigating the source of the epidemic in this district. Have you noticed
Ой.
anything unusual?
Not really. Wait, now that you mention it, I don't see the McPhersons in my favorite restaurants. They love delicate meals too, you understand.
Thank you. It may be nothing, but I'll investigate anyway. Where do they live?
They have a house in the southern part of the district, somewhere north of the railway bridge. There is a courtyard, if I remember rightly.
Goodbye, Mr. Russell. I'm sure you'll take care of yourself.
Equality between men and women.
Good evening, Miss Ashbury.
And good evening to you, Dr. Reed.
I'm investigating the source of the epidemic in this district. Have you noticed anything
Она ответит мне
unusual?
то же самое?
A few days ago, I spotted a strange house while campaigning for women's suffrage. Awful smell. No answer when I knocked.
Where is it?
It's the Mullaneys, a nice family who live in a big house near the park in the eastern part of this neighborhood.
Goodbye, Charlotte. Give my best regards to your mother when you see her.
She's been quite...
Да, прекрасно, меня
That
тут опять
building is under
пиздец.
quarantine. Could this be what I'm looking for?
Как только? Ой-ой-ой, пиздец. Ля, мразь! Фу, нахуй. Вляпался в дерьмо. И нахуй говорю. Ведь эта хуйня хотя бы их станет. Два скаля, правильно? Бля, как будто вот теневой урон прям заебись. Это, блять, охуительно. Не успел. Блять. Ты-то откуда взялся, мать твою? Кто ты вообще, воин? Появился из никуда, блядь. Съебался в никуда, отъебись от меня. Меня вот эта мать беспокоит, блядь. Пошел нахуй. Какая же она жирная, блядь. Тебя вообще никто не трогал, блядь, отстань. Сука. Блин, влезу говно. Где-то есть мать блюваш, я правильно понимаю, еще судя по звукам. Это крыса. Пидорасина, блять, какая, а. Блять, наблевала, сука, опять. Иди нахуй. нахер идешь? Мразь, блядь. Фу, сука. Ненавижу ебаных скалей. Секундочку. Нихера себе урон. Я говорю, секундочку. Нихера себе урон. Конечно, взять. Вполне себе интересно. Это выход на улицу, как я понимаю. По кайфу. Блять, порвала меня чуть-чуть, мразь. Сука. Ну окей, дробовик мне нравится, только это надо быстро поменять еще. Обратно на дубинку. Блять. В прошлый раз я как-то получше что справлялся. Да блять. Сука. О. Апокалипсис. Так. Еще. Эх. Мой дорогой, спасибо за прекрасные духи и шубы. Я мечтаю о том, чтобы твои руки поскорее обняли меня, ведь только с тобой, мой герой, я ощущаю себя счастливой. Пожалуйста, возвращайся скорее, умирает желание снова прижаться к твоей груди. Да, мой любимый, мой дорогой, возвращайся ко мне, я подарю тебе ночь бесконечной неудержимой страсти. Прямо сейчас на мне только последний из твоих подарков. О да, я сгораю от желания и мечтаю поделиться с тобой своей неукротимой страстью. Преданная тебе Дорис Флетчер.
Doris Fletcher.
Опять откуда-то взялись, сука, скали.
Doris Fletcher seems to be the missing link here. It can't just be a coincidence. I should go to her acting school.
Я не могу просто съебаться, да? Мне тупо не дадут. Блин, какой же ты пидор. Да, сука. Охуительно, меня тупо зажали, кайф. Суки. Ну, дробовик хороший. Главное успевать вовремя его менять на дубинку обратно. Благо оно сохранилось. А тут нет другого выхода, да? Сука. Как она заебала блевать. 2900 опыта. По идее, это все можно было сделать в одну ночь, если бы я понимал, как прокачиваться без сна. Где? Я лучше подожду, нахер я тут. Мастер дальнего боя в действии. 13 секунд. Почилим. Расскажем обо всем. Всем. Так. Бам. Ее полностью убила, сука. Нет, не полностью. Собаки похер. Подождем, короче, еще. И опять началось, блядь. Сколько там надо? 43 секунды ждем. Так. Еще ждем. Нахер, я не хочу с ними драться, мне лень. Да ё-моё, ну вот. Еще 40 секунд. Давайте послушаем прекрасные звуки. Вот эти вот эти, да? Прекрасные, я считаю. Да сука. Не хватает. Нет. Возвращайся к поеданию. Что ты там или что ты там делал? Сука, его ведь не убьет. Что? Какая в жопу? А, нет, убила, смотри. Где мать? Тварь заблевала весь паркет. Фу. Разорвало. Блин. Пойти бы качнуться. А мне как туда идти? По идее, мне назад вообще. Не вот сюда. И мусорка, соответственно. Погоди, там где-то скаль. Причем недалеко. Прям где-то тут. Ясно, это где-то тут, как обычно. Ладно, я где-то опять метку, блядь, поставил. Хер пойми, каким образом. Не вижу. А. Ладно, хватит на сегодня. Спасибо, кто это смотрит.